Hi guys, I just want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. I just wanted to say sorry for the delays that we had and the technical difficulties. We are doing the event, but we're just going to be live streaming it tomorrow, which will be today for everyone watching. Just want to say a bit about the Poetry Circle. So we are a poetry collective of artists around Chelmsford and Essex, and we are doing our live event to raise funds for the Woodland Womb Project. And Kelly will talk about the Woodland Womb Project.
Yeah, so the Woodland Womb Project is a charity that's working with the local community to grow food forests with the local community. We believe in food sovereignty, and we really understand just how devastating the impact of the current agricultural system that we have is on our environment, and all of the stress it's going to cause to future generations if we carry on with the same destructive economic system that we currently have in place. We really believe it is down to the people to rise up and make new systems and create a better world for the future, for all of our children, all of the future generations to come, for all our children. Really involve the children in growing their own food and loving the land again, and together we hope that we can resurrect the forests and heal the earth and heal each other. So thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate all you artists coming to help us to raise funds for this project. Thank you so much, and thank you for tuning in.
So we've got our first poet up, Kerry Johnson.
Hello, my name's Kerry. I've written a couple of poems. Some of you may have heard them before. The first one I'm going to read you is called The Pain That Never Leaves Us. So, the pain never leaves us. It just sits there on the fence. It's there as we open the curtains, and there when we put down our pens. It's there in every page of our books and when we go to sleep. It's there in the sky of every colour, and it's there in our faraway looks. The days drag into nothingness and the months turn into years, but the feeling is now embedded in us, and the many silent tears. The many reminders that prod us, and the many feelings that bleed. The whole healing process germinates us like a seed. The scars may always be there and weep from time to time. It's all in the course of discovering that we will ultimately be fine. Yes, the hurt is always there, and yes, it'll always hurt. But yes, we are growing, and yes, we will push through the dirt. The pain never leaves us. It's just sitting there on the fence. Yes, that is true, but it's eventually the reason we have greater love to share with each and every one of you. Okay, so thank you for that. The second poem wrote quite a long time ago, when it was about this time of year. We're heading into autumn, winter time, and I think that the change in the seasons kind of made me feel like blue, the winter syndrome of feeling sad in the colder weather, and I started to feel a bit despondent. But I then actually looked out my window and saw the beauty of nature and the land around me, and suddenly realised that if nature can change to embrace all these changes, why don't we? So that was kind of what was behind this poem, so I hope you enjoy it. It's called Shifting Seasons. The leaves fall in no order, the weeds grow where they please. Do the waves roll in unison, or the bark choose their trees? When the sinews of winter take its bow, or the sun wake its cerise skies to feel the glow, the droplets of dew that cling to the threads of silky webs among the bushy beds. Like the creatures, we feel the change, a transition from the warmer nights to the frosty evening chill, as nothing escapes all the silvery sights. My heart goes into hibernation along with all the pain, as winter nights mean loneliness and feelings of little gain. To see the fire of life and foe and keep going in the line, to face the chill of the drifting snow and pretend that all is fine. Make me turn to the old oak and find shelter in its roots, because the cold can eat my soul and turn me in my boots. Save me now and save me then, and warm my essence to sieve, so all the husks and saddest thoughts remain to let me live. Bravely I know that I will tread with deposits in my bank of acorns of warmth stored in my mind and kindness that clings to the dank. So my strength from the blizzard of life and shelter that I've had to make may take me indeed quite a while, but for certain there is no fake. Touched by many or touched a few, I know there's a price to pay, unless we wrap up immensely warm to face yet another long winter's day. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Peter. I'm from Chelmsford. I have Asperger's syndrome, which means I'm on the autism spectrum. And this first one's called Manifesto. Has a bit of an entry into it, first of all. It's a few stumbling words I scratch out, nice vowels first, syllables to match, a few rhymes and a twist at the end, sometimes to catch off guard, showing how clever I might be, form functioning as face, and every word and us put in our place. And then I screw it up and I throw it away. It's sort of good, but it's nothing. The poem's got nothing to say. Poetry should punch, knock you off your feet, send you way down to the dark end of the darkest street, take you out of that mediocre middle-income cul-de-sac, make you say, how the hell did I get here? What the fuck? And I ain't ever going back. Make you stop in the middle while you're crossing the road, make you completely change your tack, move you, scare you, derange you, disturb, push you to places you didn't want to go and about which you've never heard, and breathe. And always, 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 always punch before poetry, every time. Break the iambic meter, forget the end of line rhyme. Use all the techniques you can, play every trick you know. Don't let poetic form dictate what you've got to say, no. What you've got to state. Tell everybody that you no longer want to hide your perspective, your view of what's really going on in the world, or what's really happening on your inside. And always, punch before poetry, every time. Don't force it. Let the power of the content shine. Forget current tropes, clothes and fashion. Rawness gives energy, pace, passion. To what you spit out, to what you write, to what you shout. It doesn't matter if it's uncouth, naked, raw. Stay true to that commitment, to your vision. That's what you write your poetry for. Poetry should punch and hard. For you with a right hook when you're most off guard. Don't try to be what you're not. Be yourself. Don't lose what's most important. Don't get lost in someone else's choice. Don't lose you, your individual, alternative, diverse voice, and your unique take. Don't fake. Delight in the language that you use. Find the fun in the words you choose. If you're going to say it, just say. And if you don't know what to do it anyway. Every line or phrase or word can be a beginning. A billion possibilities for inclusive understanding. Get a grip. Shape this world, the whole universe, as you see fit. Words can carve out our own lives in the way we see or the way we feel. And if what we write is uncouth, unfiltered, painful even, it doesn't matter as long as, for us, and all of the readers and hear us, it's real. Pour out idea after idea. Let them break and break the air. Let them tumble out. Don't give the audience, the reader, time to settle and assimilate, feel they have an understanding of all that injustice, all that pain and hate. Don't give them time to even think how they might feel. There isn't time. The whole point is to move. Get that person off their sofa, out of their seat. It doesn't matter if they shout or scream because they miss a beat. It doesn't matter that you know your poem will disturb, derange. The environment is dying. There's still injustice. What we want most, need is change. Poetry should punch, knock you off your feet, keep you out of the jaws, the teeth, the clutches, the grip of the liberal intellectual elite. You're not one of them, so don't even try to pretend to be a member of the liberal intellectual elitist society. And it doesn't matter if you offend, you're not one, and never will be one of them. You're from Essex. Why should you want to wear that coat or carry their calling card? Don't curry favour. It's not to show how clever you are, but bending your words to a particular form by following the liberal elitist norm. No need to hide the nothing you're not saying. Don't exclude, win or dominate the common ground. Don't put your or anybody else's poetry down. Be as shallow as you want, or be profound. Let your thoughts, words and ideas go. Let them fly. Don't give up. Try. Poetry should make you think. Make those blank-eyed, zombie-eyed, hard-hearted bastards blink. Thank you. So this next one's hard, and it's really about #MeToo, but from a male perspective, and trying to get the real causes of #MeToo, which is the males, to try and change. So it's hard. Is it so hard for you to grow up and learn that being different from you is actually not being difficult or political or argumentative or perverse? And that people in general are not the same as you, each other or you, thank God, and that's what it means to be diverse. And that pointing out supposed deficiencies and exerting your toxic masculinity, particularly over women and sometimes other men, just makes your problems worse. Why don't you want to understand that if you enter a dialogue or a conversation, this is not an excuse or an opportunity for you to try to win, and that when someone expresses an opinion that is not the same as yours, i.e. it's different, it's not a threat, a challenge, put down or a sin. And that you've lost the argument, if you've lost, that's all, and you don't need to get aggressive or manipulate, just take it on the chin. Is it so hard to realise that I'm concerned, I care, so when I write and talk about an issue, that issue isn't me. And if I fuck around with it, I know exactly what I'm doing, therefore I must be really secure in my own sexuality. And if you still have a problem with that, isn't there something wrong with you and your, not my, identity? Is it that hard for you to grasp that for most people in ordinary everyday situations, gender and sex as immediate issues that have to be dealt with now are way down on the list? And yet you're no man if you excuse sexual assault or abuse through a so-called passionate drug and or alcohol-induced mist. And that it's wrong to impose and reinforce your gender stereotypes on anybody, especially with your boots or with your fist. Is it so hard to comprehend that even though you are only a male, there's more to be being a person than just being a man? And that you should look outside of yourself and take any opportunity for hope, reconciliation, learning and friendship that you possibly can. And that sex and sexuality and being masculine or feminine are complex, too complex for any one person, whatever their gender, to completely understand. Is it so hard to get that if you're bigger, louder, stronger, richer, more aggressive and have more power than anyone else around, it doesn't mean that you have more rights? Then the rest of us were pushed out of the way when you act as if you rule the whole damn world, will land all of us in one of your international wars or fist fights. You gain so much more like peace on earth and goodwill to all women and men if you were just a little more courteous and polite. It's not hard to understand that we need to protect the mutual, equitable, common ground between us, to learn about each other, support each other, so that we can gently, constructively criticise, which gives us the opportunity to change the bad into the good, the beginning into the better, make the air around us cleaner and clearer, and turn the unwise into the wise. That we're all responsible for our own actions. To say that we are that we are all responsible for our own actions. To say that the way we are, look or dress or speak are any sort of excuses for bad behaviour is just a pack of lies. And is it so hard to learn, to comprehend, to understand, to think, to realise that we need to reach out to those who can't, and at least try to get along with each other? So just try and being pleasant, chill and civilised to everyone and yourselves, guys. Thank you.
Hello, my name's Aaron Shrimpton. I will do some words out of my mouth for you. Wearing a t-shirt made by Nick Cave. It says head high and fuck 'em all. It's actually said by Nick Cave's mum. I'm not sponsored by him, but Nick, if you're watching, I do take sponsorship. So I start off with a little one. So I haven't done this for 6 months, so I'm going to have to use my phone, which is really unprofessional. Welcome. They say I'm not too commercial and my lyrics aren't too broad. Well, I ain't here to sell cereal, still stop me from being bored. And I'm far from being perfect, and I'm very much far from me giving up. I'm far from being perfect, and I'm very much far from me giving up. Yeah, I'm far from being perfect, and I'm very much far from me giving up. Fuck. It's the best fuck I've had in ages. So I'll quickly, swiftly move on. This is the double dealing of Bohemia and mystery. I said this is the double dealing of Bohemia and mystery. And business is about to... Business is about to blow. As I sit back and I watch my friends, my friends' addictions grow, but they're not really my friends. Maybe I should let them know. See, I'm king of the watching. Yes, I'm king of the watching. Yes, I'm king of the watching. These days and days and the days they go by. See, I choose not to believe it's not a mental disease that's supplemented sadness. If 5-minute highs is not madness, and I choose not to see that this trilby I'm wearing is disguised enough fat. My intestines are bleeding, and pretty soon this dream will be a nightmare they'll be living. See, I know where it's going. Maybe I should show them, but I stopped caring when I ripped out souls and sold all the contradictions of everything that I thought I was. But I ain't this picture that they're trying to paint. I'm full of philosophies, contraries and quaints. I'm not a slug that slowly breaks down others by pushing and pressuring and filling out my pockets with dirty powder files purchased from the piggy banks, presents of parents. Mate, you can't double time. Shut up. I say I'm filling up my pockets with dirty powder fibres purchased from the piggy banks and presents of parents. See, I'm a people person, I ain't feeling that depression. I ain't dealing that depression. For I see, I feel it's all just a logical progression. And as for my own addiction, well, I'm in control of my emotions. See, I'm clever, and I'll never ever let it get the better of me. See, I'm writing a novel about ancient mythologies. Fuck me, but I don't actually know how to write, but fuck it, yeah. I'll live that lie, because it makes so much more sense to justify my sleazy little life by living it in a pretense. And I might well be bohemian and shrouded in mystery, but first and foremost, I'm a capitalist. And at the end of the goddamn motherfucking day, my best friend, he might well be autistic, but he's excellent custom. Because business is business, and friends I don't mix your business, because business will always win out. I say business is business, and friends I don't mix your business, because business will always win out. I say business is business, and friends I don't mix your business, because business will always win out. I say oh man, we get it. We fucking got it the first time. So business, whatever. So therefore, every single thing I feel and preach is complete and utter bullshit. Because in reality, I'm just a small-minded, meth-peddling, pretty little prick. Thank you. I don't know how long I've got. That felt like fucking forever, but oh god, do I do a really emotional one that's really depressing, or do I do a really, really emotional one that's really depressing? Okay, I did a really emotional one that's really depressing. In morning light. And the day it comes to us all. Yes, it comes to us all. Depraved worlds and party girls and empty shells and wishing wells. The better I felt, the longer I fell into sunken eyes that tell no lies of cheap times, those good times, and delicate highs and desolate sighs. I visualized wake lines through sedate minds. The better I felt, the longer I fell. The better I felt, the longer I fell. And I can't remember the rest of the words, so if I make a little bit up in the meantime, I'll find it a minute ago. And oh, that better I felt, the longer I fell into breaking ties and bank fines. But oh, that girl, one day she will be mine. In blasphemy and symmetry is the devil's there to dance. In mystery and chemistry is the angels share a glance. Connectivity, electricity and mountain debts and no regrets as the windows start to crack. And the hearts, they edge their bets for these daydreams, these moonbeams falling apart of decadent seams. I hear screams, I see screams, but the nightmares Now the nightmares that were never meant to be. See, I call for the stars and the sound of drums, but our relationship, it's done, much too much, young, but we had fun, yeah, we're a shitload of fun. But a working day it comes, and the cold feelings they sure come, and the pains in the heart they come, but they choose to stay, 'cause in the morning light, and the day, it comes to us all. Yes, it comes to us all. Okay, since I've forgetting my words, I haven't done this for 6 months, so it's not bad, Could be better. I'm gonna do one that I don't usually do, which is quite dark and weird and interesting and very long, so this will be my last one. Thank you very much. Smash, smashed. Tap, 2 weeks go by. Pint, on the point. Lads, on the lash. Off to the match with a biff boff batch with my mates, I'm mashed. And with the credit and the debit and the cash. Who's got the number for the geezer, then we dash to the man, and crush, goes the gack, roll, goes a no, and burn goes a nose, burn goes a nose. It's a day, and I ain't eight, but we crunch. On the phone, and it's go, and it's gone. Reload, and crow, goes the magpie crow. Called another geezer, won't be long. Said I called another geezer, won't be long. Yet another fine. Mistake. Fuck's sake. Boshing on the windows for the pain. But the same. Cut with a glass, with a brain. I look into the mirror for the shame. Power to the paranoia. Gotta get some sleep. But now. I'm at my no. It's 7 a.m. It's Christmas Day. What have I done? What will I say? Fuck it all. Fuck my family, and most of all, fuck all of you, especially you probably texting and not really paying attention to me on your website. But I forgive you, because it's all right, because that's what everyone's doing. I was always down and I never did listen. I was always down and you never did listen. You were falling out, and I was falling in to oblivion. 2 weeks go by, sounds really good, doesn't it? Oblivion. 2 weeks go by. No more cash. Thank you very much.
Okay, welcome to the Woodland Womb. Not only are we supporting a great project here and a great, you got to do this. It's about supporting people and growing, everything growing in life now. But not only this, Carmel and Kelly, great people. They put on these great projects. You got to look into these guys, and they're the best people ever. I ride alone beneath the sun. There ain't no going for me, there ain't no farming. Now that's the life for the hired gun. Sheriff and his posse, they come riding after me. Spend my time living on the run. Ain't no going and farming, no one left up in my after glory, and that's the life for a very hired gun. Sometimes I think that I'll settle down and change my ways, but what's the use in dreaming? I just drift around here, I go from town to town. posse that come riding after me. Spend my time living like the lonely one. There ain't no going and far, man. No one lift up in my afterglory, and that's the life of a higher go. That's the life of it. That's the life of it. That's the life of a higher gun. Thank you very much. That's one. I've got like minus 2 minutes now. Okay, I'm going to do another one of mine. I'm going to try and do this quick because I'm on a time limit. It's true, I've only been thinking of myself. I put my whole life up on the shelf. Think that I'm running out of time. Drank all my whiskey on my own. Somehow I've managed to follow my dream. Somehow I don't know what it means. On my own I'll always sing. The only way I know is my dream. I don't know him. I don't care what to say, and I don't care 'cause I'll never change, and I'm gonna do it my own way. Oh. Somehow I've managed to shatter all my dreams. I'm trying to work out what it means. I just wanna be on my own. The future is the way I can move on. Fame is such an ugly game. Should all learn from this one. Fame is not what I need. From my music you will free. The bottle is the only friend I need. I don't care anything. I don't care what you say, and I don't care 'cause I'm what you say. I'm gonna do it my own way. Tomorrow I'll be out on the run. Tomorrow I'll be out there having fun. I don't care anything. I don't care what you say, and I don't care 'cause I never change, and I'm gonna do it my own way. Oh, that's it. I made that up actually. Huh? Okay. Right, you can clap now. You can all clap. If you want. You don't have to. If it was shit, if it was shit, you don't have to. Though. Okay, sorry, it's weird like this. Weird bit like this. So, this last song we're going to do, I'm going to try and do it quick because I've wasted a bit of time already. I didn't mean to. And, the last song I'm going to do is for a really good friend of mine, Becky. She is my best friend, and she died a few years ago. So... Okay, I like this guitar. Whose guitar is this? Is yours there? Huh? The lovely ladies lent me this guitar, so I love this guitar. Looking out my window, the sun is shining high. Rain is slowly stopping, and it's clearing up the sky. Every single cloud has its silver lining. Golden rays are blinding me, like golden rays shining. No, it is unfair, like I got don't care. Taking the world in when it wasn't a time. Too young to die, always on our mind. Turn back hands of time. Taking the world in when it wasn't a time. Too young to die. Walking through life's labyrinth with troubles on your mind, thinking of all the things that you could have done in life. Life is way too short about the things you choose. It's all about the paths that you choose. Like I got don't care. Taking the world in when it wasn't a time. Too young to die, always on our minds. Turn back hands of time. Taking the world in when it wasn't a time. Too young to die. An angel will fly. They will fly, me and you. They will fly for me and you. And they will fly now, fly now, fly now, fly now, fly high, fly high, fly for me and you. And they will fly now, fly now, fly now, fly. For me and you. An angel will fly. Okay, that's me. But I tell you what, that was for my good friend Becky Barthel. One of the easiest songs to write. One of the hardest songs to play. That's me, Spiky Wild. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for having me. Thanks you guys for having me. It's everything.
Oh my goodness. I cannot lay claim or put my face or ownership to these words, as they're channeled for another one who is far more masterful than I am. Sorry, I wrote it this morning at 1 o'clock in the morning. Dance to remember. You just tune into your memories via the music which resonates with your connectivity, and links of your mind will recall via the musical memory of the brain. To dance is to marry heaven and earth within our being. To dance beyond the beat and moving combines our essence being with the journey within the soundscape, mapped out in our minds beyond the time frame to our ancestors and the Oversoul, to creature teachers and the Creator, to one another and to ourselves. The ritual customs of the Native American Plains people to dance taps into the universal rhythms of life and nature, means senses are heightened to go beyond the five senses or layers of deception and singularity, possession and separation, to the true values within living and being, so both past, present and future are one the same. And the point of the cycle of life is one over trillions different perspectives to sharpen perception and to find gratitude and the gift lesson within the experience. Continued or renewed being able to access our innate understandings. Immortality doesn't rely on what we put into our bodies, but what we value and how we thank life for what it teaches and what we leave in the hearts and minds we meet. These life lessons can help create tenacity, adaptability, endurance, which is the key to longevity and navigating the eye maze of life. No one can sell you products, processes or perspectives or perceptions to help find this. You access it when you want it and are ready to see the gift in the experience. It's difficult, painful and tiring, but it is this that makes us alert to what our next step is, a purpose and a certainty of stepping out beyond the silted convenience prescribed way of being, a limited human being to a human being with unlimited powers of mind, clarity of heart and vision, to discern beyond the imposed projected fear, to find the stillness in essence, to see clearly the reflection of experience and fluidity of seeing what is of benefit to our solution of the union of soul and spirit's well-being, that which serves to guide us if we would just allow silence to speak and give it the space to listen. TV, newspapers and general media cloud the mind, creating trips within the consciousness to focus and consume pieces of you at the extent and expense of your peace. Peaceful minds create a peaceful world. Carrying others' fears, distortions or projections serves no one other than those which to profit the expense of your peace, as they divide the mind's focus into pieces so they are scattered in the wind and are hard to retrieve. To walk the red road is to speak kindly, caring for people, the winged, the four-legged, and all else that lives here. The plants, the sentient beings that works symbiotically in our terrain, both externally and internally. Terrain is everything. Do you understand terrain, which is the microscopic fractal of what is within us, a reflection of the external terrain? Through fractals, we can understand the relativity of relationships and nature, emotions and thoughts, predictions, and the weave and pattern of life. It requires a clear mind, absent of fear, coherent senses and receptivity. To be awake to see the support structures that surround us, rather than destroying through ignorance, misjudgment and assumptions driven by fear. To walk the red road, one must walk lightly, for we will be known by the tracks we leave behind, by the promises broken, the lies spoken, and the destruction we will inherit on. Dance to remember your place, to find your safe space, to make clear, coherent thought, devoid of manipulation, corruption, predictive programming, which the technologically enslaved cling to for control, since they haven't learnt the value and the organic flow of life, only the value and currency of the possession of soul, spirit and being, objectifying people and the personification of objects. This one is influenced by the late John Fidel and DJ Shub, Indomitable Nation, featuring North Cree. Basically, Crazy Horse was one of the last Native American fighters in the, I think he died in 1877. And basically his prophecy is that the seventh generation, the world will return to being more one with the environment. So hearing the DJ Shub's Indomitable Nation song set me off in motion. So basically, here we go. Indomitable spirits thunder, four winds blow change, all life matters, fractal oppression and confinement is nothing new, veil of ignorance is lifted, we awake. Seventh generation is here, it is now. Power to your people, an indomitable nation. Together the water droplets become the storm. What is that sound, if not thunder? Awesome rallying cry, I stand with you. Music awakens, body, heart, mind, soul, journey, spirit. To the noble quest, justin and sovereignty. Ancestors' dream time, line dance to remember. Heart song, heart memory, place to belong. A live sound wave, weave of the web. Vision of truth for the truth seeker. Rallying cry to the indomitable nation and brave. Rallying call out to the thought sages. Rallying cry lifting the nations to reunite. Rallying cry dance to connect with being. Rallying cry to dance shake the system. Rallying cry access our inner innate freedoms. Rallying cry for collective consciousness to awaken. All life matters, sacred path, time journey, woven through the consciousness of all beings, vision quest, the seeds of change seeing. Seventh generation is here, it is now, beyond physical pain grows seeds of change. Listen, pure beating heart, truth feedback calls. Listen, feel the resonance echoed from afar. Future is coming, it is nearly here, your limitless potential power, human energy beings. You are your ancestors and the land. Strengths of your bloodline can never diminish. Running beyond physical throughout space, time, eternity. Nature's nourishment can save the technologically enslaved. Feel the dust beneath your feet, indomitable peoples. Forged in the fires of life, warrior light, growing stronger, braver, faster, wiser, indomitable elements. Arise, awaken, spirit, mind, body, journey taken, up the chakras from the soul seat, just from being tuned into the beat. Rainbow woman, man, sparks of electric light surrounds, winds of change uncover what was lost. Many different threads make strong tightrope, woven cosmos tapestry, you are its weavers, guardians of the sacred secrets of life. Power, balance of heart, mind, body, union. Energies, resonance of truth can fix this. Together the water droplets create the mighty storm. What is that sound? It is thunder. And this is another one. This is one of my first poems I wrote. Sow a seed, plant it, let it grow. Step back, let it feel the sun. Water it, nurture it, let it grow. Give it time. To grow roots, to sprout shoots, to grow tall, to stand firm, to grow up, to branch out, reach out arms, to receive, to believe, to unfurl life in its leaves, bask in the sun and summer breeze, and see, to be the cycle of life and death, witness setting sun and morning call, in seasons change from something small, to bud then blossom, to welcome guests with splendid bloom, for such a small particle needs to grow, so give it room. So let it fruit before releasing and letting go the seeds of change in nature's field and flow, to fall, fly, journey, for places new, or simply sit by the family tree, to grow small, grow tall, the nature of life is let it be, in its own time, wait and see. Nature in its rhythm, its life sets a melody for each heart song. In this life, just as in nature, the good, the great fall, but rise again, from something small. The seed they left behind for another now seeds their life timeline, and lifetime by lifeline, time by time, the connections grow of that first seed planted and sown, a celebration of each other, by each other, for another, of the rise and fall of life. Nature's call to grow and nurture, whether wild seed grown or looked after, all these aspects resonate out, the love shown, the love grown, love received, love realized, manifested, and materialized and believed. So far-reaching, this divine love teaching lasts a lifetime and beyond. Of what we radiate out remains in the tides of time and change, which takes us places or sets us free to face what we gave out or took, received. Keeping connected to nature and its forces is in us to face. So stay gracious and set it free. Live life and let it be. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name's MEP. I've got 3 poems for you, and this one is called Mud Hill. My teenage years look a lot like Mud Hill. I don't know why we called it that. It was so much more than mud. That place holds every memory. It's seen my tears, my sweat, my blood. We kissed each other's girlfriends and we blindly called it love, taking each other's clothes off and drinking Strongbow out of mugs. Collecting change to top up our phones because a conversation don't come for free. And to let my mum know I ain't dead in a ditch, a text is 20 fucking p. And it's £2 for a box of 10. Thieving household lighters. Lying to our parents so that we could pull all-nighters. Bars and verses spilling out, every one of us songwriters. Gnat bites, wet legs from the grass and pockets full of spiders. But we knew how to ruin a good thing and we took it a step too far. Doing things we shouldn't in the back of some bloke's car, and we were underage, but that didn't stop him kissing her. Hands in other places, and in my adult brain that's sinister. We passed out under benches, I dared her to drink a bottle of hock. Vomit in her hoodie, in her hair and in her socks. I swear I thought I'd killed her, I didn't, it's fine. She's like 27 now. But I still apologise whenever I see her doing her shopping down the town, because back then we were family, and we were ride or die. Sharing secrets on a dictaphone and screaming to the sky. The stars became our nightlight even though we weren't asleep. Wet legs buried under blankets trying to warm our muddied feet, because summer ain't really summer at 4 a.m. There's very little heat. So we followed flickered lampposts down grey and dormant streets. Fearless in the alleyways, we had our strength in numbers. Snakebite piercings, blackened eyes and slipknot on our jumpers. Kicking cans and holding hands. Listening to emo bands through a CD Walkman held with a careful grip. Because if you're moving around too carelessly, you know the track will skip. And we're all angry at something, because it's just the modern way. When you're 16 and you're silenced and there's just so much to fucking say, I guess in some ways, not much has changed. Because 15 years on, I still go against the grain. It's embellished in the clothes we wear, in my reckless mind instilled. We'll be fighting for something until life pulls the plug, together forever on Mud Hill. This next piece is a love poem, but love in not just the wonderful sides, all the shitty parts too that make it equally wonderful. This piece is called Tea Like Candles. It's a mad love. She says she's gonna run me wild and I surrendered with my hands up. Turn the pages back a few with the world's worst secret, but a secret ain't a secret if you both don't want to keep it. Stuck somewhere between mates and lovers, touching legs in your car till you pull me in by the neck and say, you know what we are. With the grain between our toes, with the water around our ankles, with vodka blankets, new romantic sex and tea light candles. She's a great one. Playing fast and hard with our hearts and careless with our loose tongues. Got me hooked on everything or something out of nothing, because in the first time in a long time I think this might be something. Like aftertaste coating mouths like smoke and sugar cane. She don't waste time trying to bring me sunshine when I'm a sucker for the rain. It's a tough love. And with fist clenches, fight or flight, we hold on tight when we know we fucked up. She says she needs a ride or die. She says she needs stability, because underneath the bricks and mortar, she's just porcelain fragility. But I think I've got the ability to hold her gently, keep her safe, making sure she doesn't break. But if she does, I'd glue each and every fragment of her broken back in place. I'd measure her mark and hang her like art. Not afraid of our past or ashamed of our scars, and I tell her the moment we start hiding is when we lose who we are. It's a wild love, and I am reckless, she is brave, intensely craving all my bad stuff. I put my hands into her face to fill the spaces in my head. I watch her pupils dance around me as I push her wrists into the bed, because I love her dirty mouth and all the messy things she said. Her tongue, her teeth, her lips. Her tongue, her teeth, her lips, she grips and strips away my cover like I never felt with any other. I find pieces of her everywhere. Eyelashes from her spider eyes cling to kinks in my straw-like hair. The pages of my notepad, my words are dripping in her venom. Smells, looks, coastlines, Kendrick songs in the pockets of my denim. She's the grain between my toes, she's the water around my ankles. She's vodka blankets, new romantic sex and tea light candles. Thank you. My last piece is what I do when I'm not doing poetry is I talk at events about ADHD. I'm a 31-year-old woman with ADHD, and there's lots of positives to that. And quite often there's lots of misconceptions and it's seen as a negative thing, and I like to think otherwise. This poem's about that. This is called The Number Rhymes. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Attention. It's always been a bone of contention, cause it's not that I was lying, I just forgot to mention. Please don't take it personally, there simply is no reinforcement. You try retaining information when your brain has decided it ain't important. Cause some things stay with me forever and distract me from the protocol. Like this little number rhyme that keeps me awake at night that I learned in 2005 in school. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. If I'm not acting by accordance or the rules, they'll call me non-compliant. Small minds showering me with their ignorance, but you can't play God with neuroscience. Caught in a vortex, my frontal cortex controls my daily function. It's hard to focus when your Bugatti brain is stuck at every junction. But living life at full speed, for me, I see the benefit. But I eat my own insides, plagued with low self-esteem because society taught me it was a deficit. Attention deficit. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. And most, it may seem illogical and beyond all comprehension, but there are things in this world that my transmitters concluded were worthy of my attention. And in that there is no deficit, and I can only see the benefit of drowning in the passion of my art because the bones in my body were meant for it. Proactive or hyperactive, there is no difference really, or we all start at square one. Except I'll work twice as hard if I want it enough, because bottom line, I'll get stuff done. Tapping, clapping, clicking, flicking, eyes are darting, head is glitching, screens, it means my head is a Mac. But every part of me is browsing every open tab. And every time I try to curse, the cursor clicks the X, but in the time it's taken to close, I thought the next one starts to refresh. I try my best. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. And whilst considered a disorder, I kinda learned to disagree. Because the colour, chaos and disarray are now the bits I love the most in me. So show me the disorder in compassion, turning social rejection into resilience. Because a neurodivergent against the clock could display creative brilliance. Show me the disorder in taking risks, bringing my wildest dreams into fruition. Show me the disorder in razor-sharp humour, persistence and ambition. Show me the disorder in curiosity, in movement, expression and fun. And show me the disorder in ADHD, because in me I can't see 1. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Hi, Empty Hotbox. I'm Grace Alban, and I'm going to sing a few little songs that most of them I wrote this week actually, so they're fresh. So I'm going to be looking at my chords quite a lot. I don't want to tell you how you should behave, but when I'm in your energy, I have a tendency to misbehave, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 Thank you, invisible people. This is the weirdest thing I've ever done. Okay, here we go. I wrote this one last year, I think. It's an oldie. Oh, hang on. There we go. Taking back my power from you. It's not easy, but I know it's what I have to do. I'm finding it hard to be still. My connection is lost, and I need to take that bitter pill. Am I really ever alone? Do I need reassurance from the people in my phone? I'm taking back what's rightfully mine. I'm taking good care of it until the end of time. You won't understand how this program runs and takes me by the hand. We can change our fate. We don't have to live this way. Open my heart and pray. Sometimes I get lonely, but I know I'm my one and only. I need to feel it inside, forget the tears that I cried. Baby, well maybe I could be set free, but I'm the only one who can let me. Need to release all the drama and create my new karma. Yeah. This is becoming possible. I just have to break down this wall, see what's on the other side, forgive the child that's inside. Yeah. I'm breaking through this veil. Lay back and deeply inhale. I lose all space and time. It's fabricated by the mind. Yeah. I'm taking back my power. I'm taking back my power. Yeah. I'm taking back my power. My power from you. There's another one I wrote about 3 days ago about a very lovely friend who has come back into my life recently. You start to let go of the ones you don't need. Your life will open up and give you space and time to breathe. When loneliness kicks in, don't push it all away. Take your time, you'll find that they'll show up for you one day.
Hey guys, my name is Charlotte Spooner, and I am going to share with you 3 songs today. I have only recently been performing. This is like the first ever open mic, so bear with me, I might make some mistakes. Also, I'm very new to playing guitar and uke, and so I, again, just winging it. This first song is called I See You, and it's about conscious relationships. So I'm trying to call in a conscious relationship with a beautiful man. I don't know who he is, but I'm getting clear on what I want, and what I don't want is not going to be in my future. Been and done all that. So this can apply to anyone, a friend, family. So yeah, it's called I See You, Soul to Soul. Here we go. I see you. You see me. Together, baby, it's so easy. No more games, we've transmuted all our pains. Deep yet light-hearted and free. I see you, oh, you see me. Together, baby, this is easy. No more games, we've transmuted all our pains. Deep yet light-hearted and free. Who bam bam down, 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 do 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 do, ba down, 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 da 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 da, ba ba da 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 da. I see you. You see me. Together, baby, this is so easy. I see you. You see me. Together, baby, this is so easy. That's it. I think that's it. It changes every time. Okay. Okay, this next one is a bit more hyper. It's all about passion and pure. After you've met the divine, after you've met them, you might feel a bit flustered and passionate. So this is about creative life force energy, and this is about what you do to transmute it. And so I've been exploring tantric energy and things like that recently. So it's been amazing to put it into into a song. So I hope you enjoy it. This is called Pure Desire. Here we go. Okay, let me just sing. This is some kind of rush, this feeling of fire, burning up my body with pure desire. This is some kind of breeze, dropping me to my knees. I know that this will take me higher. This is some kind of rush, this feeling of fire, burning up my body with pure desire. This is some kind of breeze dropping me to my knees. I know that this will take me higher. This is some kind of rush, this feeling of fire burning up my body with pure desire. This is some kind of breeze dropping me to my knees. I know that this will take me higher. Ooh, higher. This fire will take me higher. Its creative juices are mixed with sin, with a perfect match to begin learning, playing, pleasuring. Oh, its creative juices are mixed with sin, with a perfect match to begin learning, playing, pleasuring. Oh, what you gonna do, what you gonna do, what you gonna do, what you gonna do with this fire? What you gonna do, what you gonna do with this fire? Oh, what you gonna do, what you gonna do, what you gonna do, what you gonna do with this fire? What you gonna do, what you gonna do, what you gonna do, what you gonna do with this fire? Thanks. That was so fun. I've just been learning this for a few weeks. It's been fun. Okay. Loosen it first. Okay, thank you. This last song I'm really quite scared about sharing because I finished writing it 2 days ago and it's all about fear and I don't know how it's going to go. So, but I know that with fear you just have to face it and like if you just ignore the fear it builds and it manifests. And for me it manifests into spiritual attack and psychosis. And I can't go through that, keep going through that. So I have to express the fear and share it. And so this is a message to fear. Here we go. And it's a cappella, so let's see how it goes. I don't know. Okay. Sometimes I feel afraid. Sometimes I need to escape from the pain and the suffering of this reality. That's why I choose to be free. Do you scare me to make me sing, to make me just begin? Do you scare me so that I will share me every part within? I just want the world to know you are not alone. But every word unspoken can leave you feeling broken. So share the darkness and come back to your home. Sometimes I feel alone. Sometimes I cannot expose all the pain and the suffering deep inside of me. And the feelings of duality. just begin. Do you scare me, so I will share me every part within. I just want the world to know you are not alone. But every word unspoken can leave you feeling broken. So share your darkness and come back to your home. 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 Ba-da-da, home. 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 All that noise, all that fear, just be now, just be here. All that noise, all that fear, just be now and here. All that noise and all that fear, just be now, just be here. All that noise, all that fear, just be now and here. To make me just begin. Do you scare me, so I will share me every part within. I just want the world to know you are not alone. But every word unspoken can leave you feeling broken. So share your darkness, then come back to your home. 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 So share the darkness and come back to your home.
Sick and twisted people, many are indeed, made sick by this system and twisted by its greed. What happened to these people, these cruel and loveless souls? No kindness or compassion, only selfish, heartless goals. No different from the masses whose hearts and minds are dead. This system's tainted many lives and fucked with all our heads. We're starved of education in the most important things. Self-sufficiency, compassion and the joy creation brings. Gone is time to just relax, be still, content and hear. This system does ensure we are dependent and in fear, kept constantly in fear that we could lose all of our worth. The fake worth that society dictated at our birth. That money, status, beauty, fame are all the things we need. We're taught these things define our worth, display if we succeed. We allow banks and corporates to dictate our very lives, for they provide essential things we all need to survive. Our water, food and housing, our public waste and health. They even dictate through our work the rest we give ourselves. So through manipulation, we're molded right from birth, destroying our connection with all life found here on earth. Yes, they're destroying our connection. Yes, they're destroying our connections. Yes, they're destroying our connection with all life found here on earth. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up from your slumber, from your hypnotic state. Hear the helpless cry for you as your soul comes awake. Happiness and freedom is a right for one and all. So we need to learn with passion all the facts available. From corrupt corporations to banking history to institutionalization, to mass-scale poverty, all linked into this system, this well-oiled machine that's been running now for many years, the capitalist dream. But now the cracks are showing. The oil's almost gone. Wars are always coming, and the reason beyond wrong. Stop holding onto oil. Stop holding onto greed. The time has come to change our paths and plant the changing seeds. In this age of information, ignorance is a choice. The challenge is to find the truth amongst all of the noise. So make use of the World Wide Web. This global brain is key to learn, grow, and communicate, to connect the dots you see. And so now this brings me to the most important change: to teach our children how to think, not what. This keeps them chained. The pillars of society should be rooted in 4 things: compassion, knowledge, mindfulness, and all the joy these bring. Also creative thinking, for if we shall remain, it's here where we can find a way, not in a spoon-fed brain. All knowledge found through history, right to this very day, will help us to create a world in which we all can stay, to become the healers for all life here on earth. To an enlightened mind and heart, we must all soon give birth. Forgive ourselves for all our wrongs, the hate, the greed and pain. We were born into this system that made this all okay. But now the truth is out there. It is not fair to hide. A silence when evil is done allows evil to thrive. Life's not a competition. It's an ever-playing song. And when we can dance together, only then is freedom won.
Mass incarceration, inadequate population, revolution off the back of a slave nation. Slit the backs with whips and chains, what's changed? Manipulate, interrogate the debt slave. Lest we forget the slaves of which this country made, lest we forget the programmed racism ingrained in your brain, lest we forget the tortured, the starved, the raped and enslaved, be ashamed. Go ahead and say this man's name, but it isn't one person, no. It's not just one victim. This is racial genocide normalized into this system. And if you know full well you wouldn't get the same treatment, how can you sit back and say that we don't have a problem? Well, I've got a problem with the voiceless. I think you need to dig deep for your rage. This information isn't new. You need to self-educate. This system wasn't made for the black race. It's an unfair race. You know, a black man is 35% more likely to get stopped, searched, and detained. A black boy is 33% less likely to receive the same educational opportunities. A black boy is demonized as a thug for selling weed, but a white boy that murdered a bunch of school kids is seen as a troubled teen with mental health needs. I'm fed up with these statistics. We really need to support the black community. Black lives don't just matter, and in fact, on that matter, black lives deserve more than this pattern. Black lives need compensation for the oppression. Their communities need rebuilding. They well and truly need healing. And we can start by using our voices, and eventually, from this unjust system, we can shield them.
Use your head, your heart, your hands, and move your body. Save the land. Dance, darlings. Dance.
Wow. your voice. I see your dreams. Let us make a world in which we believe. I heard your words. I heard you cry. Let me see a change through these eyes. You may think you won't be heard. Still, raise your hand and spread these words. These words of fire, of hope and desire. And I'll let them free. I heard your voice. I see your dreams. Let us make a world in which we believe. In which we believe. I heard your words. I heard your choice. Hear my voice. Thank you.